And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts, as this one is underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, this defense for the Saints, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Off the play fake, Bishop. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And it's 3rd and 5. You look at the Saints defense. They were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. From the gun on 3rd down, Bishop. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun, Bishop. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Brian Brzee able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Ready?
On 1st and 10, Bishop dancing to, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Isaiah Foskey brings him down.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. To throw on 2nd down, Bishop. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
1st down, here's White. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The Bucs at 1-0 on the year following the win in week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. And now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bishop. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Operating from the gun, Bishop. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And they snap him short of the 1st as he can only get to the 20. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
On 4th down, Bishop. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. They were terrific last week against Buffalo in that victory.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Duggan looking to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
First down, Saints.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Duggan to throw. Into the hands of Perry, complete. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that'll bring up second down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. Throwing, Duggan. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. Duggan will look to throw this. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 40.
29 yards. First down, New Orleans.
He's going to use his legs here. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
It's a gain of 20. And the Saints, 1st down.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
In motion right, Olave. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Touchdown, New Orleans. Max Duggan, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Operating from the gun, Bishop. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, after incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
Okay, ready.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Bishop. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Chase Brown, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Looking to throw. Bishop. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Isaiah Foskey. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Come on.
3rd and 9 here. Play action. Bishop. Flush to his right. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a fourth down.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first two drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a three-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. To throw is Duggan. Completes it to Perry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
First down.
Ready up.
Duggan now to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here's Brown on 2nd down. Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
A gain of 16 yards. First down.
And now an audible here into something else. Duggan. He completes it to Olave. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Back to throw. Dugan. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A.T. Perry in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints would extend their lead here just before halftime.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Elliott good with a PAT, and the route is on here in this first half.
Buccaneers, nothing. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Buccaneers, nothing.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Complete to Chris Olave. A 6-yard pickup.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, Dugan. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 57 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Looking to throw, Dugan. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now the give to Brown on the option. And not much running room. Down to the 32. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 3rd down, Dugan. Tries the left side and finds Olave. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. From the gun, a give to Brown. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Now they'll change things up.
At the Buccaneers' 22-yard line.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That is caught. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
On 2nd and goal, Duggan. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Richardson. Touchdown, Saints. From 3 yards out. And the Saints take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. I tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
Well, they've certainly sold me as they've sold you, and I agree with you, no question about it. They won easily last week. They're on their way to another lopsided victory here. They're definitely a team to be reckoned with, and they are serving notice to the rest of the league.
Now, this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the 3rd quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback, because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after him.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts, because he definitely needs some assistance.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. To throw on 3rd down, Bishop. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Throwing to start the drive. Dugan. Throws the comebacker. Olave's got it. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And the Saints, 1st down.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Here we go, set.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown! A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints are on their way to a 2-0 start. Elliott now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Saints 42, Buccaneers nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
To throw on second down, Bishop. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
But when this game is done, the credit will go to the consistent pressure on the quarterback as a huge cause of this win. Most teams are happy if they get a few of these games per year. You know they're going to watch this tape over and over, try to identify what's working and keep it going.
Got it. Ready?
The Bucs on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Ready?
Back to throw. Bishop escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late. It hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
On the set.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bucs try it on 4th down but come up empty. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. They'll give this up the middle to Brown. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Off the play fake. Dugan. This will be caught by Brown. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
The kick by Elliott is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one. If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Let's go now.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now back to throw. Flushed out right. That's caught down the field by Palmer. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That goes for a gain of 31. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. They'll set up a throw. That'll be taken in downfield by Godwin. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. This is caught. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
From the gun on 3rd down, Dugan. And he's got this down to the 35. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the fourth.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for New Orleans, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they'll fall to 1-1.